On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, Robins overcome Wakefield as Leeds beat Lee in the Friday night games in Super League. Canberra hold off the Knights to take top spot in the NRL after Manly tamed the Tigers. And in Outback Queensland, San Goanna's winger returns from suspension for grand final. But first up, Hull KR have brushed aside Wakefield 34-10 in the latest round of Super League. In the Friday night game that we call live and free on rugbyleague.com, winger Tom Davis scored 3 of the Robins' 6 tries, the home side up 12-10 at the break before recording their 15th win of the league season, giving them a 6-point buffer in front of second place Wigan. In the game at Headingley, Leeds beat Lee 48-30 after the Rhinos led 24-10 at half-time. And in Women's Super League, Leeds beat the Leopards 48 points to 12. And off the field, Nigel Wood has been appointed the chairman of Rugby League Commercial after being nominated by the boards of Super League Europe and the Rugby Football League. In the Southern Hemisphere, in the NRL, Canberra now on top of the table after a 22-18 victory over the Knights in Newcastle. Canberra led 16-0 at half-time and looked on track for a big win before the Novocastrians, trailing by 16 with 15 to play, scored 2 converted tries to set up a nail-biting finish, but the Raiders held on. And the big talking point coming out of that game, an injury to Newcastle superstar Kalen Ponga. Earlier in the match at Brookvale, Manly beat the Tigers 28 points to 10. The Eagles led 6-0 at half-time. In the Friday night New South Wales Cup matches at Parker Street in Penrith, the Panthers belted the Bulldogs 36-6. And in the Hunter, Canberra beat Newcastle 40 points to 26. In the Queensland Cup, it's rivalry round this weekend. 3 Saturday fixtures to be played and 2 of them in North Queensland. Mackay hosting the Capras and the Northern Pride at home to Townsville. And south of the border, it's the Gold Coast Derby with the Tweed hosting Burleigh. In Country Rugby League news, 3 major signings for one of the big spenders in the central west of New South Wales. Just before the June 30 player transfer deadline, the Mudgee Dragons have picked up the services of Cook Islands international Stephen Masters, plus former Manly player Zach Sadler, previously with French team Lemieux, and Bailey Hartwig, who spent time in the Queensland Cup with the Mackay Cutters and the winner Manly Seagulls before playing second grade at the Knights. And finally, in the central west of Queensland, after he was suspended for not playing rep footy, winger Matt Hicks returns for the Barcall and San Goannas on Saturday night, when Barkey host traditional rivals the Longreach Ilfracombe Tigers in the grand final. And we'll be calling it live and free from the Barkey Showground on rugbyleague.com. I can't wait for this. I'll be calling it myself. Kick-off 6:30 p.m. local time. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's the latest in news on rugbyleague.com.